Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Medina County, Texas GMRS Shack. As promised, we do have a review today of some Retevis products. We have the RA25, and let me go ahead and start this off with, we haven't started testing this yet. Finding the programming software, getting the cable all linked up to the computer has proven quite a challenge. We have been messing, I'm sure you can hear the humming in the background. That's the repeater. So we've been messing with the new repeater, but we have had an opportunity to play with these handhelds, the RB27s. So this will get done probably within the next week or so. And today we're going to take a look at all of these guys. So I've been playing with these for about 2, maybe 3 weeks now. You can see we have a lot of stuff on the table that we're going to be tinkering with today. So let's go ahead and talk about these little handhelds. So out of the box, they look pretty rugged. They are not waterproof. They have a belt clip on them that hooks to the battery. If you use it a lot, that belt clip is probably not going to last. The radio is GMRS only, but you can monitor on UHF and VHF. So nice big on-off volume button here. Decent size antenna, nothing stubby, nothing too long. You have a flashlight built in on it. And very simple to use control face, right? You have a scan function. You have a menu function with very basic functionality. It is dual monitor, which can be turned on or off. You have your channel up and down. One of the cool features that this has is an instant on weather button. So you can program any of your local NOAA stations as primary, and when you hit this button, it'll take you straight to the NOAA channel you have in that memory. When you hit it again, it goes back to your regular monitoring that you already had on the display. It does not have any NOAA alerts. You can manually program all the NOAA frequencies in and just scan through them, right, through the up and down button. But as long as you're in your area near that NOAA tower, then that button will get you right to the weather radio in your area. A few of the downfalls of this radio, I will tell you, switching out the antenna is kind of a chore. You do have to go get you a 0.5 Allen wrench. You've got to wiggle it in there. You got to loosen it. You want to make sure you loosen it enough so you don't damage the threads on the radio. Another downside is you have this type of connector here, which this is not standard, right? Your standard good old Baofeng, right? Your good old standard is the opposite of this. All right, this is the male, that's the female. It's not going to be impossible to find accessories for this. You are going to be able to find them, but they're going to be limited. Of course, you can get adapters, but then if you had an adapter that you had on this, it would leave part of your radio, your antenna element here exposed, which puts you at some risk to damaging the radio. Not put you at risk to damaging the radio. The flashlight on here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of the plastic lens that's covering it has kind of floated up out of the casing. I've pushed it down several times, but after bumping and moving around, it will work its way back up. So I'm sure in a matter of time it will pop off. You have your light here, red for transmit, green to receive, right? Very easy buttons. You got your squelch brake, you got your push to talk, you got your, once again, your flashlight. Easy to get the batteries on and off. It's a 1500 milliamp battery. I can tell you, I did have an issue with one of these radios. While I was using it, I was working outside, wasn't transmitting on it at all. A little bit of monitoring. The repeater traffic was moderate that day. It had a full charge, and after about 4 hours, the battery just it was fried. It was dead. So thought that was kind of interesting. I haven't had it happen since. Stuck it on the charger, left it on there a few hours, and everything seemed fine, but not sure why it roached out so quick. So those are some features, some kind of the pros and cons of it. If you're looking for a simple radio, this would definitely be the one to use. Doesn't have all the buttons. It is programmable. I will tell you, out of the box, and I'm going to flash something up here on the screen. When you get this radio, it has all the GMRS channels, it has the repeater channels, but they all have certain tones on them that you probably won't ever use. So you're going to have to hook it to chirp. You're going to have to insert the cable into the radio, into your computer, and take all of those tones off if you want to work with regular GMRS radios. You know, if your family has some of these from Walmart, or and you don't want to have to go through and find all the tones manually, it's going to be best to program it. Charging this radio, it's kind of cool. It does have a USB-C port in the back to charge. The little dot right there is actually a light. It turns orange when it's charging and green when it's full. I will tell you, when you charge these straight from a USB cable, it takes a long while for them to charge. I had this one about, I don't know, the battery was about halfway down, and it had to sit on the USB plug for about 3 hours just to get a full charge. These chargers here are a little bit better, a little bit faster. You can tell, I don't know if you can see that, but the little tag that's covering the charge indicator is already peeling off. It was like that out of the package. These radios are only about 35, maybe 40 bucks a piece. So remember, you get what you pay for. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're bad at all. I think they're very, once again, simple to use. We got great range out of this. This handheld hit the repeater from 13 miles away. Keep in mind, we are in hilly terrain here in Medina County, Texas. So I thought that was pretty impressive. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but this is one of the antennas off of this unit, and we have it on the SWR meter. I'm not a big fan of SWR. Sometimes you can have a high SWR and still the antenna works great, but out of the box, oh, that rolled up on me. Let's go back down to 452.500. You're sitting at 1.95 SWR, up in the 467-ish range. I'm almost there. You're looking at 1.99 on the SWR. So definitely not the best antenna, right? You could go with one of the longer whip style antennas. You're probably going to get better usage out of that. But just to give you an idea of what you're dealing with these radios out of the box. All right, here's the good old watt test. So once again, we're going with the the middle row of numbers. So here's 10, here's 5, and there's 0. This is set on high, and this is sold as a 5-watt unit. So we're getting just a hair above 4 on this particular radio. Try it again just to make sure. Looks like just above 4. And of course the battery is fully charged, and that's kind of to be expected, right? Sometimes on these GMRS specific radios, they'll do a little better. As you saw on the Wuxen that I reviewed a few weeks ago, that one's getting right at 5, a lot closer to 5. And that's because you don't have the broad spectrum of frequencies as you do on, and I know this is a bad example, but on a dual band where you go from, VHF to UHF, your power is going to fluctuate based on the frequency you're transmitting on. So could it be better? Definitely. Is it bad? No. Will these radios do a good job? I think in the short time that I reviewed them, I think they would. I'm probably going to end up keeping these and giving one to my mom and dad. But for somebody who doesn't want all the damn buttons, this would be the way to go. We actually had a fella come and join one of our coffee shop meetings. We have a little GMRS group. We meet for coffee on Sundays. I think I've mentioned it to you. And he came and joined us this weekend, and he wants one, right? And he said, I just like how simple it is. And he wants one for him and one for his wife, and he said my wife wouldn't understand all those buttons, so this would definitely be the way to go. Other than a few minor issues, once again, kind of the light popping out, which it hasn't popped out, it's just kind of wiggled loose, and then it's a quality issue. But for $35-40, what the hell can you expect, right? I can tell you that the owner's manual is pretty darn good. I did not have to Rosetta Stone my Chinese class to read and understand it. It even gives you all the weather frequencies that you would need for that weather button. There's a page in here that lists the tones. That way you can match them up with other radios. And I think it's definitely a great starter radio, maybe for an older person. If you have a family member who lives in your neighborhood and y'all communicate via radios, this would be a great radio to give them. Turn it on. You can have the display. I don't think I showed you the display. I apologize. So you can see I programmed our repeater, the Dunley repeater. We have the Medina Lake repeater on there. We have the Leon Valley repeater. Oh, sorry about that. You can put MERS on there, but once again, you can't transmit. You're only going to be able to receive. All right, so a lot of cool features on this thing, and I don't think they're that bad. For the price, you can't beat it with a stick. So thanks for watching this review. Go out and buy you a couple of these for $35. It's not going to break the bank, and they'll be handy to have. Throw it in your glove box. Since you can charge it with the USB, right? Throw it in your glove box, and it'll always be there in the event of an emergency. We will be reviewing the mobile radio, I promise you. Once again, just had some issues getting that programming cable set up, and plus dealing with the repeater. So it'll be interesting to see this. I know it has a really cool display on it. I'm kind of looking forward to that. My old eyes are needing something better than what the B-Tech offers. So this may be the key. And I think I said on the trailer for the review that this was a 25 watt. Well, hate to make a liar out of myself. It's a 20 watt. So keep that in mind if you decide to go buy one of these. It's not a 25 watt, it's 20. All right, now that I have the desk all cluttered, I'm going to end it here and get to cleaning this mess up. I hope this video was helpful. If you had an inkling to go buy any of these radios, once again, definitely not against them. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably put them about a 6.5. But they definitely have a place in the market for folks who want simple radios. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wrapping it up here. Greatly appreciate you once again. I hope each and every one of you have a great day. If you think we've done a great job, please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos with your friends who might be interested in GMRS. Come join our Facebook page. It's Medina County, Texas GMRS Facebook group. We'd love to see you there. Post to our Facebook chat that we have as well. Leave any comments, questions, concerns you might have, and let me know if there are any radios you want me to review in the near future. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.